Hi guys, this is Kara from Cosplay Creations, co-founder, co-creator. Today we are bringing you a tutorial on how to do Dragonkin style makeup. It's going to make it look scaly, it's going to make it look awesome. Alright, I discovered this technique about a week and a half ago when we went to Salt Lake Comic Con. We are going to break it down for you today. I'm actually waiting for Chris to finish washing her hair so that way we can show you guys. But while we're waiting on her, these are the products that we use to get this particular style, okay? We have the, it's actually from Revlon. It's a Photoready Eye Art, okay? They've got this in a bunch of different colors at Walmart. It's like $9, but you get several uses out of this. I know I'm cheap. I don't like spending a lot of money on makeup, but this stuff is awesome for doing the scales, okay? You're going to need, at least it's preferred, a nude liner. I don't care if it's for your lips, your eyes. I think this one's actually a lip liner I got from Avon. Woo! Okay. Some spirit gum. Any Halloween store should have this. I actually had to buy a full kit from Walmart because Walmart does not carry spirit gum and we don't have a Halloween store around here. So, spirit gum and some sequins. Now, preferably, if you can find them, flat sequins are going to work best. Today, we're actually using the beveled stuff, the beveled sequins. We're going to hope for the best. It's all I was able to find here in town. When I did this before, we had the flat ones. So, we are getting ready to get started here. It looks like she's ready, so let's get started, okay? Okay, we're getting ready to start here. You guys can see her. Well, I'm hoping. Let's add some light that's on her and off of me, maybe. Okay, so what I suggest you do is take your nude pen or liner, all right, and mark where you're going to want your dragon scaling. Now, this isn't something that you're necessarily going to want to do over your whole body, all right? So we're going to do something like a widow's peak here and just outline the area that you want, so that way you know exactly where you're working when it comes to actually doing the paint on, so it doesn't end up everywhere. Alright guys, so just a quick little mark. We're actually going to do a couple of spots here because, you know, nothing makes my life better than gluing things to her face. Okay, so we're going to do a little spot here on the neck. Make it look like she's kind of mid-transformation. That was our original point in trying this. Was a friend of ours was doing a Dragon Queen for Salt Lake City Comic Con, and we wanted to do something that looked transformative. Okay? Get my dog out of the way. Move, Connor. Okay? And do it up this way. Now, this technique will work on any part of your body, but do keep in mind that you are having to glue stuff. So if you're wearing something that is high-collared or has something that's going to rub against it, try to avoid putting the scales in that particular area because it is going to get everywhere. I'm warning you now ahead of time, and it will get everywhere. That's just how makeup does. Also, I would suggest having a makeup setter. I actually don't have mine up here with me, but any kind of makeup setter will do. Now, back to our Photoready Eye Art from Revlon. Again, okay? You're going to take the solid side. The awesome thing about this is because it's got the glitter and the solid, you can actually add more depth to it when we get to that stage. But you're going to take your solid eyeliner or eyeshadow. Sorry, my dog is deciding she wants to talk to. Okay? You're going to fill in and paint on the skin where your outline is. Okay? You want to fill this whole area in. So keep that in mind when you're making your marks, is that you're actually filling this in. So this whole part of her head is going to be covered. So, fun on her for trying to get this off later.
I got it. I'll scrub.
Okay? Make sure to get in the hairline good, because you want it to look like it's transformative. You don't want it to just look like it's sitting there. The whole point in costuming is to do and look your best when it's done. You don't want it to look half-assed, alright? So, and again, they've got this in a bunch of colors. When I did this the first time with one of our regular clients, we actually did this in a sage green to match the Dragonscale headpiece that I made for her that is available in our store. You know, plug there. So they do have a bunch of colors. They had the blue and the purple and a teal and a sage. They've actually got one that I would love to try in a black and a gold. But I figured for the first time trying that, I wouldn't do that on the tutorial because that would just be mean if it didn't work. So, do a basic color in. Now keep in mind, you're going to do another layer of this later, so it doesn't have to be necessarily a solid color on bottom. You do want it to cover everything. You do want to make sure that when you add the scaling, that this is peeking through the bottom. So anywhere you don't have the sequins will be covered and will be showing the color underneath. All right. Now, this is where the spirit gum, yeah, let her dry off. Here's the perks of doing multiple spots is by the time I'm done painting all of them, the first spot should be dry.
It's not.
It's not?
I can feel it.
It's a liquid. It's not going to dry completely. Okay. Even if it's not fully dry, that's fine. It just means that your hands are going to get a little dirty. So if you have problems with dirty hands, then you probably shouldn't be doing this. Okay? So you're going to take your spirit gum. Did I get that open?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it open. Okay. Take your spirit gum and just dab a little bit on your sequin. Okay? And you're going to put it on there. It looks a little retarded this way. I apologize. It's part of the course. Okay? Again, if you can get a flat one or get flat sequins without the little hole, it's probably going to look a little bit better. But by the time we're done, you won't be able to tell that the hole is there. Alright? Our pack actually has multiple sizes, which is awesome because it means that, you know, her dragon scales are going to be different sized, which is probably, I say more true to nature, but, I mean, dragons don't really exist. But more true to reptilian nature. Okay? So, make sure you get those on there. These are going to take a little bit of time to dry. And I do suggest, if you're doing this, don't cover the entire area with sequins, okay? Like, you're going to think, oh, it's going to look so much better the more sequins I put on here. And some things, especially in this, for one, my fingers are already sticking together, and I've done 3. You're going to want to keep in mind that sometimes less is more. And when it comes to stuff like this, that is most definitely the case. So you're going to want to do a strong center point, especially if you're doing the center of the head. You're going to want a strong line here. Last time I did this, I actually did it over the eye here, so we had a strong line going out the eyebrow line. You just want to pick that focal point of where you want it to look best. Do a strong line there and then spread it out from there. So that way it's not such a solid mass over the entirety of the area, okay? Again, this is supposed to look more transformative than fully transformed. Okay, so things are sticking to my fingers, guys. I'm sorry. Sparkle on her forehead. Okay, all the way up the center here. I know this isn't exactly the best. Let's try and scoop her up some. That way you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. Is the light blinding you?
I don't care. I can't see anyway.
Okay, so this is what we're doing. You guys see the strong line down the center. Now we're going to expand out a little bit. Ooh! And it's all over my hand again. Sorry guys, I am not coordinated in the slightest. I have her for that, and she's blind at the moment, so...
Put it on a plate and get a Q-tip.
Yeah, it's all over my hand. Like, hardcore all over my hand now. Okay. Stay! Okay, we're going to set this down, and we're just going to take it off my hand here for a second. Now, there are spirit gum removers out there. I am going to tell you now, we have found that they really are not needed. That it's just extra money wasted. In reality, soap, water, makeup remover, all these things will get it off with ease. When I did this last time, I have a special lotion makeup remover that I got from Avon a couple of months ago, which I absolutely love, you know. However, soaking it with lotion for a short period of time before you actually remove the makeup is a good way to get rid of it. It comes off fairly easily, but make sure that you're not just ripping these things off because it will cause irritation to your skin. It will cause issues. So make sure that you are using something to remove it. You're not just ripping these things off. Because you are basically just gluing these to your head. Okay? Show off your pretty shiny things. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm semi-less sticky now.
Pretty sure y'all can see better than I can right now.
Probably. I'm assuming. I'm hoping. If you guys can see worse than her, then we have a problem because she's blind as a bat. Okay. Now, what you're going to want to do is obviously you want to give this a couple of minutes. It's why I did 3 sections. That way, hopefully, this is mostly dry.
It feels dry.
Yeah. So this way, you give your spirit gum a chance to dry. Okay? You don't want to apply your next coat until the spirit gum is dry. Because if you try to, for one, you're going to get spirit gum in your eyeshadow. You're also going to move your sequins to places you don't want them. Okay? Like eyeballs and ears. It's really hard to getting them out of your ears, okay? Don't ask how I know this. Alright. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the solid side. Okay, guys? See? Solid side. Not the glitter side. The glitter's over here. Solid side. Not that you can really tell. Glitter. Glitter. Okay. So, back to the solid side. And we're going to liberally apply over the sequins. Okay? You want it to look bumpy. Okay? I don't know if you guys have ever seen a dragon. If you haven't, you haven't played enough video games. Alright? You want this to be super, super bumpy. Because this is like the texture for your scaling. Okay? Your sequins are helping with the bump out. But you want this to be super bumpy. Now, it's going to add more bump when we add the glitter. But make sure you're doing a solid coat. This is where we are going to fill in all those spots that didn't necessarily want to fill in the first time. We're going to pat around the edges to kind of give it that faded look right around the edges. You want to make sure to fully cover your nude line, okay? Because I kind of have one over here, okay? So this is what we're doing. We are covering our sequins, giving them some color so that way they still have that slight shine from the silver underneath. If I didn't mention earlier, you do want to use a silver sequin for this, okay? Unless you have a gold base for your costume, you are going to want to use a silver sequin just because it's going to make it shine a little bit better. Do not use colored sequins unless you are feeling super brave. Oh, see, that one wasn't dry. That's what happens. Okay. Again, make sure you've got nice full coverage. Make sure, let me see if I could do this without making you guys sick. Okay. Alright, you seeing how fully covered this is? Okay, make sure you have a solid color on the skin. You're wanting the sequins to be covered in the purple, or whatever color you happen to be doing, okay? Now, once you have it fully covered, give it a couple of minutes to dry. I'm probably going a little faster here than I should. You're going to use the glitter side, all right? Now, you're going to want to glomp the glitter on there just as much as you did the eyeshadow, if not more so, all right? This is going to finish out your scale look. This is what's going to make it look awesome. It looks kind of mediocre right now, but trust me, after the glitter is on there, it looks fantastic. It gives it that nice shimmer that you expect out of mythological creatures, okay? Sorry, I'm really bad with the camera. I'm not a camera guy either, guys. But you see that nice sparkle on there? You see those ridges? Okay. Look down here on her neck. Holy crap, this thing is, like, screwed up. There we go. Okay. I know it's not very in focus, but this is what we've got. It does give it a nice texture. It does, again, look like scales. Again, this looks a lot better with sequins that are flat, that don't have that hole in them. But this is a really simple way and a very cheap way to get some dragon scales. As we've said, I've talked to a couple of different people about how they would do this particular technique, and they've tried a couple of things. Get over here, dear. And this is what we've come up with. See, it's sparkly, it's awesome, and she looks like a bird now. So she's gone from alien to bird. So that's it, guys. It's super simple. We're going to take some pictures, and we'll post some pictures on our Facebook page. Hit us up, Facebook, Cosplay Creations, Cosplay with a C, Creations with a K. No, I'm not throwing gang signs back here. It's something fun to do. It's something different. It's something that not a lot of people are going to take the time and effort to do. So if you decide that you want to do a Dragonkin or a Dragon Queen or Dragon King, I suppose, feel free to try this technique, and I'd love to see your pictures. If you happen to use our technique and you want to show off, please post in the comments, post on our Facebook page. We are always happy to see what you guys have come up with. So I guess that's it for now, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.